How do you take your marriage from fights and arguments to a place filled with love? There are 6 steps, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the 6 steps to bring back love into your marriage. Continue to watch this video. Hi, my name is Valerian Sequeira, and I teach relationship science to bring back love into relationships. And in this video, we are going to talk about the 6 steps to take your marriage from fights and arguments to a place of love. But before I do that, there is something that I want you to know, and that is there is nothing wrong with your marriage. I want you to know that you are a wonderful human being. Though your wife is fighting with you, arguing with you, not loving you, I also want you to know that your spouse is an amazing person. Even though you don't like her, the way she behaving, she's a, she's a nice person. And the only problem in your marriage is that you're stuck at power struggle stage and you're going round and round and round. At this point, there are two ways you can ask yourself, two ways you can ask questions. The one way is, why should I only change? Why are you only teaching it to men? Why not women? Don't women make the mistakes? Now that is one way. And if you ask these questions, not only this relationship will end, but even in your next relationship, you'll have the same mindset and you'll have the same kind of a marriage. The second kind of a mindset is a mindset of a learner. I want to take charge of my marriage. I want to learn what it is. I want to grow. And through that, I want to transform my life and my relationship, and I want to make it wonderful. So if you have the first kind, this video is not for you. If you have the second kind, I want you to continue to watch the video. So what are the 6 steps? The 6 steps of this journey is, let's go one step up after the other. The first step is to assess assess your relationship and assess your mindset. There are 3 circles um, where your mind can be. The first one is called the circle of irrelevance, the second one is the circle of influence, and the third one is the circle of control. Things that come under circle of irrelevance are things are not really important in our marriage. They are not the real cause, but we attribute the problems in our marriage to that. Like, for example, our planets don't match, our stars don't match, our numbers don't match, our birth numbers, birth dates don't match, we are not compatible, we belong to two different religions. So, why is it a circle of irrelevance? It's because until and unless we have the problem, we don't think about that is the reason, and that reason still exists. Like, for example, Pallavi and I belong to two different religions. Now, as long as we are having a great marriage, that's not the problem, that we belong to two different religions. But as soon as we start fighting, and then we ask a question, why are we fighting, then we'll be attributing to the fact that we belong to two different religions. So that is the circle of irrelevance. Now then there's the circle of influence. The people who come under circle of influence are your spouse, her in-law, her parents, that is your in-laws, maybe the people that she's connected with. And most of us, we try to fix the circle of influence. We try to fix our wife, we try to fix our in-laws, and more we try to do that, things only get worse. And the third circle I spoke about is the circle of control, and that is where we have absolute control. That's the only thing we can control. And what comes under it? The thing that comes under is your words, your thoughts, and your action. And when you work on these 3 things by learning relationship science, you can influence everything else. So, this is step number 1. Step number 2 of this journey is, you got to love yourself, and that is called self love. If you want to, the reason why you're having problems in your marriage is because there is no love. And if you want to bring back love, you cannot tell your wife to love you. First, you got to love yourself. And how do you love yourself? If you're really loving yourself, there are 5 things you're taking care in yourself. The first thing is you're exercising. The second thing is, if you're loving yourself, you're eating on time, you're sleeping on time. Fourth thing is you're keeping yourself positive. And the fifth thing is you're connecting with other people, and also you're connecting with a higher source. You call it God or whatever name you give it to this higher source, you're connecting with that. So this is self-love. The next step of this journey of taking a marriage from fights and arguments to a place of love is to understand the pattern that is playing out in your marriage. Most people focus on the content. They say that we are fighting about money. They say that we are fighting about the in laws. The question is, if you're fighting, you don't need these big problems. You can fight over a toothpaste. So, what is the pattern? The pattern that you got to figure out in your marriage is the pattern of C&D. This exists in all marriages which go through power struggle. C&D is criticism and defensiveness. And when one spouse is criticizing, the other spouse is defending. The other spouse is criticizing, the first spouse is defending. So you will see this pattern happening in all marriages, including yours. So once you've detected, the next step of this journey is something called pattern shifting or pattern interruption. That means from your side, you take the responsibility of not responding to that pattern or completing the loop. For example, when your wife is criticizing you, you're not getting into criticizing her back or being defensive, because then you're completing the loop. Instead of being defensive, you're going to look deeper into understanding why she's criticizing me. What is hurting her so much? Why she is what is upsetting her so much? Most people, where their spouse is criticizing them, if they are into power struggle, they'll be looking at, Array, it's such a small thing, why is she criticizing me? But people who are in mature love stage look at it from the perspective of their spouse to understand it. This is called pattern shifting. That means you're not criticizing, you're not being defensive, you're listening. The next one is called pattern creation. What is pattern creation? It is you're creating new patterns. And how are you doing it? The way you're doing it is every time you feel like you see something that is not working out or that is wrong, instead of telling your spouse that she's wrong or she's making a mistake, you're doing two things. One, either you're informing your spouse about what's happening. The second one is you're requesting. So how does informing your spouse looks like? It looks like this. You're telling your spouse that yesterday when you came home late and you did not tell me about where you went, I felt a little upset. I just wanted you to know. That is about informing. The second one is requesting. When you come late the next time, please let me know. That will make me feel safe. Otherwise, I'll get worried. This is called requesting. And then you bring in the other behaviors like appreciation, like gratitude, like apology, like request, and you got to do this consistently. So this is called new pattern creation. And finally, this has to be your lifestyle. If you try it one day and or 1 week or 1 month, things will not work out. One of the things that I've seen is people in our community, they do it this diligently, and things start falling in place. The love is coming back, and some of them give up halfway. They think that we have arrived and that's it. But if you give up, you'll go back to that old ways and old way of behaving. So these are the 6 steps, and if you want to learn them in detail, I invite you to attend one of my master classes. Just go to coachval.co and sign up for the master class. And if you have liked this video so far, click on the like button. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead, subscribe to this channel, click on the bell icon. And if there is somebody who you think will benefit from this video, then please share it with that person. And I want you to think about the 6 things that I've shared with you right now. And if there is one thing out of the 6 steps that you really liked, something that really made sense to you, I want you to write that step in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this. Bye-bye.